In today's episode of American Truck Simulator, join me as we use this Mack R with the East Genesis dump on the back to haul some rock down to Burlington, Colorado. Let's go ahead, roll that intro, and jump right into it. Alright, haulers, hello and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. So we are back today. We're in Colorado today. We're actually in Fort Collins. We have just been loaded up. You can see I've got a dump trailer on the back there. We'll talk more about that in a second. We've just been loaded up with some waste rock that we've got to take back to a mining facility or like a processing facility. So that's what we're going to be doing today. That is located in Burlington. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead, we're just going to start the truck up and get on the road. Oh, I love that. Old Mack R. Definitely not my favorite engine out of this game. You guys know that so far that's the Cummins N14, just in general, Cummins engines. This, I believe, is a Mack engine. I don't remember, but it'll do. We'll go ahead and take our parking brake off. Try and make our way out of here. Now, this is a 12-speed, and I pretty much only ever drive 18 speeds. So this one's going to take some getting used to for sure. Trying to figure out where the comfort spots are. Now this trailer is a triple axle trailer, so that will also prevent English is already gone. Will also cause some issues in terms of the steering. I think we're good to go. This is a one-way. That is my wiper button, not my next gear button. Already off to a great start. For me, it's trying to figure out where in the RPMs I need to be for this truck, because it seems like you have to be way higher than normal. But that is alright. So we are in the Mack R by Harvin. And what we are hauling, actually, let me make sure my lights are on. There we go, got our running lights on. We are hauling the East Genesis frameless dump trailer. There's a bunch of people credited on that one, so I didn't pick anyone in particular to name. But everything that I use in my videos, typically when it doesn't get removed off of Steam, cough cough, W900 lawn mod, which apparently is just not a thing anymore. All that is in a Steam playlist, which you will find in the description of my video for use. Alright, let's see here. See if we can bring this thing to a stop without killing anybody. And we gotta go again. That actually felt pretty good. Definitely not my favorite truck, but I mean, well, I don't know. It's not my favorite, especially the engine. If it had a better sounding engine in it, which I played around, there's a bunch of options with this truck. I mean, for what it is, this one's very limited in the sense that you can't use modded engines with it. It doesn't look like, because I would have probably gone with the N14 to be honest, but it did not show up. But yeah, how is everybody doing? Been a little while since we've had a chat. Try and get going here. Okay, it's actually a little bit faster this time. And I am manually shifting. Actually, speaking of that too, we'll talk more about that in a second. Weird. That felt different this time. That felt way faster. That's what she said. Not to me anyways. TMI, sorry. So you will notice everyone's probably like, yo, bitch, where's my wheel cam? No wheel cam for a little bit. I'm still having issues with it. So one of the things that happens where I live now, so you guys, if you didn't already know, I live with Sovitune now. You'll see him in my content a lot. It turns out, so we're both in close proximity to each other, but we're on the same circuit where we live. So what happens is I have 2 PCs, he has his PC and a bunch of stuff, and everything I have has RGB in it, which doesn't help my case. So we keep blowing the circuit, we keep blowing the breaker. So, I'll try and focus on getting going here. Make sure I'm actually making the turn with the trailer. This one's a lot of micromanaging, this truck. At least getting out of here. This is a really tight little spot. So he said. But, so with me having my second computer, which is what I normally turn on to record wheel cam, yeah, I can't do that right now because I keep tripping it. So I need to figure out a different way to get that going. But I do have good news on that front. One of the problems that I've been having, you guys know, if you've been watching for a while, is that the microphone that I bought, I have a Blue Yeti X, and so I bought the Compass boom arm and the Radius shock mount to go with it. The problem with that is the Radius shock mount is freaking massive. Like, it's ridiculous how big and round it is. Giggity. So, God, we're just one after another today, huh? So the problem with that is when I try to set up my wheel cam with how I currently mount it, it's in the way. So I ordered, someone finally came out with a third-party shock mount that is small enough and does what I need it to do, where the one that Blue sells is intended to be used with the microphone upside down hanging from it. I need one that goes kind of on the end, because, also nice turn signal, jackass. Because the way that I do it is the microphone's actually closer to my face. I don't do it way in the background, because I have found personally, it always sounds like it's off in the distance or it's echoey. Not that that's going to be completely not a problem for me right now. We got to pull into the way station, because all of my acoustic foam fell off the walls. So there's another issue I need to figure out how to do, or how to fix. But I like the sound of it better. So finally got that going, which will be here soon. If I can figure out the rest of my problems with wheel cam, it may end up being easier than it's ever been, and I won't end up having as many issues. But it's definitely not always the easiest thing to do. Especially now. Try and stop so you can get weighed. Alright, 33 tons. So 33 tons would be 66,000? Is that right? I don't remember. 1,000 pounds. Try and get out on the highway here. Come on, man. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Well, we'll force his hand. I absolutely hate stopping on those. I typically won't. I've said it before and I'll say it again. In real life, everyone moves over. Like, most people are nice enough to move over. Oh, now we're cruising. There we go. God, Colorado is still so good looking. I love it. This is gonna sound weird. My bushes look a little funky. I don't know what's going on, but they've got this like they're fading out. I mean, you can see it really bad in there. I think it's just how they're blending together. You can see it there as well. I wasn't sure if I was going crazy or not. Make sure no one's coming on. No, we're good. So also, if you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, you would have seen that I posted a picture of a red W900B with a food tanker on. That's because this video was originally supposed to be that, but it turns out that that W900B mod needs to be fixed. I didn't realize it until I got driving and actually noticed. And on top of that, I had a few technical issues with the video with audio and stuff, so it's a little poo-poo on that front. Could be worse, but we're okay. We're on the road now and feeling pretty good. So actually, while we're driving, I keep saying and I catch myself doing it, and then I get annoyed at myself. I'm so sorry. I'm trying really hard not to right now. I'm trying to like learn how to be clearer with how I speak, because for like whatever reason lately, it feels to me like my brain just struggles to get words out, and I haven't been able to figure out what the reason behind that is. Like I end up stuttering or missing words or anything like that. Who knows? Maybe the whole stroke joking has finally gotten to me, but it is what it is. But like I was saying while we're talking, so actually I forgot what I was going to talk about. Oh, why I haven't been here. So what happened in the last couple of weeks? Because I went away for like a month or whatever, took a break, came back, put out a few videos, and then disappeared again. If you follow me on any other social media or you were in the Discord, you would know exactly what's going on. Because I always try to keep in communication with people through those aspects. So if you care about my content and what's happening with it, the best way to find out is either follow me on Twitter, and honestly the best way overall, join the Discord and hang out with the crew. You can get notifications in there. A whole bunch of cool stuff goes on in there. At least I think so. But nevertheless, so my main job, I've said it before, I think, I am a designer. So graphic design. I also do editing. I call myself a media generalist because I don't just focus on one thing. I like to learn a ton of different aspects of a job space. So I'm really good with social media management, which you would not probably believe if you saw my YouTube channel and how small it is, but I am also gonna try not to get lost here. I think I was supposed to stay left here. Yes, I was. I'm so sorry. I normally don't mess that up, but for some reason I've been struggling a lot more with getting lost lately. Try not to flip the truck. Ooh, that was an interesting sound. Oh, wow. Trailer went solid black there for a second. Come on. Oh, grounded a little bit. Try and get through here without getting lost again or killing anybody, because I don't think that would be something people would be very happy with if I did that to them. We need to move over one more time, so we'll move over now. All right, there we go. Now we're cruising in. So my main job, my day job, is a media generalist. So I do video editing for people. I do graphic design. I do some social media management right now. Things like that. Something that they're all different areas that I really love. And the big one right now, the biggest project as of late, got some road work. Let's see what's going on. I have the HD road signs pack in, so definitely check that out because they nailed what it should have been. Like the road signs in here now, for those, that mod is exactly what it should be in the stock game. That is the one thing that I think I've said that before too. Like SCS really needs to update some of this stuff because you can feel the European influence in this game sometimes. But yeah, day job is editing, design, whatever, blah blah blah. Latest project was one for Outcast Racing League. So it's iRacing based league. It's a for fun league. So these guys this year they're doing the 1987 cars. So that's the Monte Carlo and the Thunderbird, I believe. And I pretty much did a whole rebrand for them. So I did a whole brand new logo, and I'm also currently doing some stuff with them in terms of broadcasting and things like that. I am the owner of a company called Pine Tree Creative Works. And that company is pretty much in a partnership with Outcast right now to provide things for them to use for broadcasting or whatever purposes they have. I think I keep riding the lines a little bit. Driving a little poo-poo today. This truck is definitely not doing very well in the speed department. I mean, it's 65 and we're doing 55, maybe. Definitely not ideal, to be honest. And we're getting there. But that project is officially live. I've been working on that for a little while, and it's going to be something that's ongoing. That project has been so much fun. It's been also extremely stressful because of some of the stuff that we're trying to accomplish with it, because we're trying to do stuff that we haven't really seen done very well elsewhere, especially with little hosted leagues. We want to be, in terms of some of it, the best out there and share it with a lot of people. So we're working on that right now. That's been a lot of fun. If you are on my Patreon, you would know that's the secret project that's been going on. So definitely go check that out. Go check out Outcast Racing League. You can find them on Twitter mainly right now. That's the best way to keep up with what they're doing over there. And yeah, that has been a huge part of it. Been off doing a ton of work for them, but also I got out a Funny Moments video. So you guys might also know I have the Longhauler Plus channel. I mean, again, I just said a media generalist. I do a little bit of everything. I love Funny Moments content. I grew up watching it, so I decided to start cutting down some of the recording sessions that you guys don't normally see or certain things that I do into Funny Moments compilations. Last time I had posted one was like a year ago. So I decided, you know what? Nah, screw it. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to edit one together this week. Did something completely different than I normally do, like different thumbnail, different type of video. And that was in Totally Reliable Delivery Service, which Eric and Sovi and I had a ton of fun in. Totally wasn't recorded around like Halloween of last year. We're not going to talk about that part of it, but definitely go check that out. I will try to link it in the top right if I actually remember to do it, because I tend not to. And what I will also do is try to link the Outcast video. I actually did a video for Outcast over on the Haulage Studios channel, and Haulage Studios is like a cinematic production thing. I've talked about that in some of my recent videos in this game. But I will try to link that too. We'll see how much I remember. Haulage Studios and the Longhauler Plus channel are always linked down in the description of every video anyways. So if you want to go check those out, definitely recommend going to do it. And you will also see some changes down in my description. I don't know if I've talked about this at all, but I've noticed some people having issues with bit.ly links. So some of them I have actually changed to my own links. Hey, we've been cleared. I've changed some of them to links from my own website. And if you want to find any of my stuff, you can go to, I think it's longhaulergmg.com. That is a little like splash page where you can find links to everything else. That should hopefully work. And those ones aren't branded, so there's no reason they wouldn't. Or yeah, those technically not branded. Like, they're not shortened links is what I meant to say. But it's been very, very busy in the background on that front. I am actually intending on working on more Funny Moments content here pretty quick. I've got more Convoy Funny Moments coming out. Obviously, another cool announcement with Convoys. ATS has officially started doing some testing with the multiplayer system. I think they're calling it like ATS Convoy or something like that. Have not tried it. I typically don't do betas, and I don't think I'm going to do this beta either. I don't like risking my game being broken. I say that as I run mods all the time, so I don't know how much sense that actually makes, but I tend to avoid betas. I would rather wait until something has come out completely to showcase it, because I feel at that point, like, I get to showcase something that is pretty much a finished product and is going to be the best it can be. So chances are I might do some stuff on there at some point in time. We'll see how that goes, but for right now, not doing a lot with the crew for convoys and stuff. When I am joining the crew for the Saturday night stuff, which if you've been around for a while, you know every Saturday night a whole bunch of us get together and do some games. That was started by Wes, someone Eric introduced me to, someone who I would consider a friend now. and that has been so much fun. Haven't really been doing much with them lately, but when I do, I try to do stuff not recording, not streaming, just for fun, just to give myself a little bit of a break from content stuff, because sometimes it does get to be a little bit too much. I keep feeling like I'm riding the line with how this truck sits. It's a very, very weird truck in that department. I really do like how it's driving, though. This is, like, really smooth. Maybe it's because it's forced me to slow down and not drive like an absolute maniac. Another thing, too, the weather. I have officially experienced Texas storms for the first time. We had a tornado warning for the first time since being here, which was fun. There's something about the lightning here that just hits different. Like, back in Maine, I was very much used to lightning that struck really, really close to where I was. That was a pretty common thing for me, because we lived on a side of a valley on a hill, so of course we were higher up and the lightning would go for us over anything else. But it's been pretty nuts here. I mean, striking pretty damn close to where I'm sitting. I mean, to the point that I bought a UPS for my PC so I could actually try and save things and not have any issues, because we kept having power outages. Like the Texas power grid sucks. I think I've talked about it before. Oh no. Oh god. I'm so sorry. Everything just fell apart. I had a hiccup and then my voice broke. That normally gets cut, but I'll leave that in so you guys can enjoy that, because I know some of you guys really like it when my voice cracks. I'm not 12, which annoys the crap out of me that it happens so much. I've noticed it gets really, really bad when I do a lot of videos back to back. I'm assuming because I talk so much. I'm talking people's ears off. How you guys put up with me talking for as long as you do, I don't know. But back to what I was saying with the storms, it's nuts here. Everything just strikes so close, and it's it. I'm just gonna say it's however many times I need to. We'll get off the highway here. Let the Jakes roar. Oops, that was an accident. We're not going to talk about what that was. That was me hitting the wrong button. I guess we are going to talk about it, huh? I don't see anyone coming. Come on, baby. Oh, and there goes our transmission. There it was. Oh, and I did it again. I don't know how I did that. Actually, you know what? I do know how I did that. So the way that I have it set up so I can shift between multiple sets. So if I shift between 18 gears, I need 3 sets of 6. The problem with that, because I don't have like the shifter handle, the fancy knob. For all you English people, that's a very different sentence, but I don't have the little thing to go on top of my shifter where I can like split or anything. So I have the 2 buttons on the bottom of my wheel that I use, and I'm used to my left one being the one for the next set up. Well, in this truck, it's not that, it's the one on the right. So I pressed it thinking that I was going to shift up to the next one, and needless to say, didn't do that. So, rip whatever transmission I had. That's better. We did it this time. It's the next turn, so we don't have to worry about this one. Part of the problem is trying to hit those buttons while I'm turning. I really need to get the, oh. I don't think you're supposed to roll like that. I didn't mean to do that. All right, here's our turn. Yeah, I really need to get the little handle thing up. Got so much other stuff to pay for. You want to see that? You want to help me acquire one of those? You can always jump over to my Patreon page and support me over there. Thank you to everyone who has. That UPS that I was just talking about for the weather, like, I couldn't have gotten that without you guys. Like, I can't thank you guys enough for the support that you've given me on Twitch and YouTube the last, you know, couple of years. It's what, a year on Twitch, 2 years on YouTube that I've been doing this solid? Okay, solid, he says after talking about having been away yet again. Oh, we need one of those trucks. I would love to drive one of those trucks. Just to save my ass. This is our turn. Now, one thing I have noticed about this truck is that in reverse, it's not very happy. So we'll see how that goes back in this in. This actually looks like somewhere that I've seen on camera before. If you guys watch rail cams, what's that YouTube channel? There's a YouTube channel, Virtual Railfan, I think is what it's called, that does like cameras, live streaming cameras that you can watch. One of those cameras looks just like this, and it's a Union Pacific Rail line, I believe. This is cool. I like this a lot. I like this truck and this trailer combo. Funnily enough, what I was going to do was going to be a trailer of food stuff, but that's exactly what we did last time, I believe. We had a blue Mack R, and we hauled... Oh, what did we haul? We hauled... I don't remember. I just brain no function. I don't know how I'm going to back this in. Let's see how we're going to do this. I also was going to try a heavy haul in this, but pretty glad I didn't. I feel like that might be a nightmare. We'll try backing this in this way. Easier said than done, I think. I can't actually see the back of the trailer, so that's going to be... Oh, it's also dusty. We'll have to wait for the dust to settle. I'm going to start in 3. Actually, you know what? Be quiet as I back this in for obvious reasons. I hear a train, so I want to look, but I can't because I'm going to crash into this pole. I see it. This is a triple in the rear of this trailer, which is part of my issue, because those and like spread axle trailers are really tough to back up. And if you wonder why I'm not looking right, it's because I trust myself and I know what's over there. I'm gonna have to reline up, I think, unless I can somehow spin this. I think I might have just overdone it on this side a little too much. Yeah. Instead of risking it going backwards, I'm just gonna do what any responsible driver should do and pull forward and line her up a little better. Now what we'll do is we'll crank it all the way to the left. Because what I was always taught is if you're in cab and you want to learn how to back a trailer that way, you turn the wheel towards whatever mirror is in the direction you want to go. Kind of. For your truck anyways. Don't necessarily recommend running with that all the time, because I don't think it would work all the time, but... Oh, listen to this thing for a second. Oh, so good. Alright, well, let's go ahead and I'm going to offload. We're going to dump and then get out of here. Alright, well, I don't know why I turned the truck off, because that's not what you do when you have a dump trailer, as far as I know. But we have taken our dump and dumped it. I mean, we could just say we took a dump. But we are done. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to roll out of here. Make sure my lights are on again. They are. Try and get our way out of here. Oh, I hear another train. We can go rail fan a little bit, see if we can get over there. Funnily enough, too, it looked like a BNSF train, or a BSNF, or whatever they want to call it. Oh, we don't want to look. Oh, I'll be damned. It's a Union Pacific. That is exactly the locomotive that usually runs through the one I was talking about. I don't remember where it is, but I think it's actually 3 tracks, too. It's not just 2 of them, but yeah, so that is it for today's video. You guys are probably confused as to why I'm still driving. That's why, because I was going to end it while we were rolling this time. Thank you guys, as always, for riding with me on these trips. Like I said, if you want to go ahead and support me by going above and beyond like the rest of my patrons do over on Patreon, you can go ahead and find that in my description. Join the community, keep in touch with the stuff going on with my content, and honestly, we just have a really great community behind the scenes. So definitely check them out. Other than that, I will see you guys on our next trip. Peace.